Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, a follow-up on that lighted Lionel Caboose. Now, I started with a 6017, which is just a Caboose I picked up with something I bought on eBay. I'm not sure what. But anyway, just a plain bottom-of-the-line Lionel Caboose. Anyway, I've just snapped the body back on it. I'm going to take this around the first time to see how this works with that new roller pickup. So without further ado, let's take this around. A Lionel lighted Caboose made from parts. As you can see, it works. So I've got to mount that bulb, of course. Like I said, I might put two in there. But it is lit and it is working. So this is just made out of parts out of the parts box, and that roller is epoxied to a steel truck. And this is all completely self-contained now, of course. You can see I've got that bulb just basically sitting in there. But you can see how I did this. The roller is mounted on this plastic plate, and I've epoxied that plastic plate into the base of this steel truck. Now the front truck is made of plastic, and you can't use plastic because it doesn't conduct electricity, of course. So I just swapped out a steel truck and then mounted that roller. That way the steel truck supplies chassis ground, and so I only have to run one wire. So anyway, it's crude, but it works. So I'll get this thing finalized, and very likely I will put a socket in here, and so I can just screw the bulb in. Like I said, I might put a second bulb in. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how this is going to look. And this is an old Caboose, rather beat up, but like I said, it came with something that I bought on eBay. But the best thing about it, of course, is the fact that it works. I now have a lighted Lionel Caboose. So I've just got to finalize it so I get the most efficient placement for that light bulb to illuminate all those windows. But I now have a lighted Lionel Caboose. So it was an interesting project. It didn't take really long to do this. The hard part, of course, is figuring out how to do it. And the only way to tell if something's going to work is to do the experiment and find out. In this case, it was well worth the time that it took to do it because it does work. So I don't know what it costs to actually buy a hot truck. Now, this was a hot truck, the one I took that roller off of, but it was made of plastic. So I'm not really sure exactly how Lionel did that on lighted cars. The plate was originally in a plastic truck, and I needed it in a steel truck. So like I said, I just took this plate and epoxied it into the base of a steel truck, and that way the truck itself supplies ground to the chassis. So it's straightforward, still rather crude. The thing is, it works, and it didn't cost anything. It was just made out of stuff out of the parts box. So I just wanted to do a follow-up video. So a Lionel lighted Caboose made out of junk. So I've just got to figure out where to put that light bulb to get the most efficient use out of it so it illuminates all of the windows. Like I said, I might put a second light bulb in it. We'll see. So I'll run this for a day or so to see how it holds up. I don't anticipate any problems. It's running just absolutely splendidly. It works well. There's no flicker. I can't imagine it ever wearing out. So for all intent and purpose, it is finished. And I now have a lighted Lionel Caboose. Anyway, I just want to do a quick follow-up video on this. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email. BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.